Welcome to Next to Madison, a podcast to help you live your best life.
It's your host, Madison Malloy, and I have exciting news. My new product is now available on Amazon called Color Your Way to Abundance, a 21-day manifestation guide for wealth, health, and love. This unique coloring journal will help you manifest by coloring in the affirmations while you continue to repeat them. This will help activate these affirmations so they become a reality. Grab your copy today and relax, color, and start manifesting.
Welcome back to another episode of Next to Madison. I'm your host, Madison Malloy. And yes, it is what are we in? It's halfway through the first month of the year. And I wanted to do this episode because I just want everyone to know that it's okay to not be okay. Okay. I know I push a lot of positivity. A lot of my guests push a lot of positivity. And yes, I do believe and I do teach, obviously, that your thoughts become things and you need to be feeling a certain way. But sometimes we are human and we're not going to feel good all the time. But the problem is we've got this new thing of toxic positivity where everyone feels that they have to be positive and happy and all this all the time. And it's actually not a good thing. So I wanted to come on here to remind all of you that having different emotions is good, right? Like we can't experience pure joy and happiness if we don't know what sorrow and feeling down is, right? So when you're in those happy moments, you want to appreciate them because just like us, nothing lasts forever. That moment isn't going to last forever, and that feeling isn't going to last forever. So whether it's a good feeling or you're feeling down, it's not going to last forever. And the reason I wanted to come on and talk about this is because I've been talking to a lot of people, and I think it's just the holidays, the new year, the weather, that a lot of people are just kind of feeling a little bit blue. There's a lot of things kind of going on. I've had my own personal battles with things kind of going on, not necessarily, but like, some family stuff that's kind of happened and everything's fine. But at the same time, it's okay to acknowledge and sit back with your feelings and just know, like, okay, what can I learn from this? What is this teaching me? How do I need to better communicate? Am I not taking care of my health? I feel that when we actually feel sad or feel challenged or feel down or whatever it is, like not the crazy positive moments where you're supposed to be happy all the time and everything's great. Those are the moments when you learn and you actually grow. There's no growth in the winning. There's the growth in the struggle, right? So we grow, and then we win, and then we need to grow. And it's this continuous journey through. So when you are feeling sad or blue, whatever, same thing, don't run from those feelings. Appreciate them for what they are, because usually it's an indication of something going on. Okay. And, I'm going to share a story with a friend about a friend. Obviously privacy, I'm not going to say the name, but I had a friend who kind of freaked out and didn't seem like it was, she was really herself. And my friend was wondering, like, was it something I personally did? Something doesn't seem to be right. And I'm no doctor, but I do have my own journey of having my hormones balanced. And I think that as women, we are more prone to drastic hormone shifts, especially as we enter into the perimenopause and menopause phase. So I'm a big proponent of going to an endocrinologist, private practice, preferably, because you're just going to get better treatment, and finding out what those hormones are and what levels there are, because your hormones run your entire body. So here we are running to get, the best lasers or fillers or Botox or whatever else we need, skincare cream on the outside. But if we're not taking care of the inside is what's going to start showing on the outside. So the hormones are really important. So when you are feeling sad or you're feeling down or you're not okay, because it is okay to not be okay, use it to really check in with your body. What exactly have you been eating? Have you been drinking? Have you been doing drugs? No judgment here. Are you taking your supplements? Have you been working out? And the answer is probably no. So you can start making those adjustments. Also, when you get sick, everybody's had this cold. I just got over it myself. It is a time to kind of reflect and say, okay, like, where have I not been taking care of my health? Where have I been run down where my immune system was prone to catching this? These are signs in our body that can manifest into sickness. So I actually like the days when I'm not okay, because if I was okay all the time, I wouldn't be human. Even dogs get sad. People don't realize this, but yes, your dog can get depressed. My dog, sometimes I can see when she's sad. It's really kind of sad. She's just, she has that just look in her eye. But the toxic positivity that our culture has, yes, you should always try and think positive. You should try and focus on gratitude. Of course, it's going to help you kind of shift out of that mood. But also when you find yourself depressed, and I give this advice to a lot of my friends when they say, I'm just down. I say, how much are you focusing on what you don't have versus what you do have? And I really want you to sit with that when you are not feeling good. Because the chance is, that's my light just died. The chance is that you most likely are focusing on all the stuff you don't have instead of focusing on the stuff that you do have. It's very important to be grateful for what we have, because we can never get more if we're not grateful for all the blessings that we already have in our life. So, trick is when you're down, you want to snap out of it. I really, really want to reiterate focusing on gratitude. Start just being obsessed with all the stuff you do have in your life. And that's a great way to get more. Also, know what you can learn from the lessons. Pay attention to different music you're listening to, the TV you're watching. Are you consuming too much news? Are you around negative people? There's so many things that go into us not being okay. It's not as easy as some of our medical professions just saying, oh, you have depression, you have anxiety, let's just give you a drug. Now, I'm not against those drugs. I've been on them myself, okay? And they've been extremely helpful, and I like that. But this is not something that you have to just default to. I think people are so inundated with, you have to be positive, you have to be happy, you have to have this, you have to have that, with social media and the comparison, that when they're not okay, they think, oh my God, something's wrong with me. I just have to fix this. I want it to go away. Instead of actually dealing with it. Maybe it's the people you're around. Maybe it's the stuff you're consuming that I just went through. Really look into, before you go to that next step, like, what is in my life that could be causing this? Is this a sign for me to slow down? Is this a sign for me to work out more, to eat better, to take supplements? I'm telling you, when you were mentally working out, you were eating healthy and you were taking your supplements. And this is somebody who suffered from depression and anxiety in the past and had to rewire my whole mind, which led to the first book that I created, which was Time to Lighten the F Up. If you haven't gotten your copy, please go on Amazon and do. And if you have got your copy, please leave me a rating and review. It helps so much. Anyways, back to this. But it is so important to really look at kind of like what's going on in your life in a whole, because when I'm in the zone and healthy, I am not as prone to get sick. Or not sick, but depressed. But when I do end up getting depressed, it's usually because I haven't been sleeping well. I haven't been taking my supplements. I haven't been eating well. I've been out too late. I've been drinking more than I should. All these different things are actually leading to why I'm not feeling okay. So it's kind of like a good check-in. So I want to take this chance to let you know in 2025 that it is 100% okay to not be okay. You should be positive. You should seek gratitude, all that stuff. But if you have a moment where you just have to say, fuck it, then do that. And there's nothing like a quick 15, 20-minute power nap that can shift your mood. And remember, if you want to send an angry email at night, always wait till the morning. You always feel better after a good night of sleep. Trust me, everything is different in the morning. So when you are struggling, when you are having hard times, I want you to start seeing them as gifts, because that's exactly what they are. They're little light bulbs into what's going wrong, what needs to change, and how you can grow. We don't grow in the times of joy. We grow in the times of struggle. And if we don't continue to grow, we die. So in order to keep flourishing and achieving and having this most abundant, vibrant life, we need to continue growing. And we don't grow until we run into those little hurdles and those little down days and those little obstacles. But when things are going really well and you're feeling really positive, really appreciate and be present in that moment. Because just like you and everything else, as I said before, everything is temporary. So enjoy this life, enjoy this ride. Let's make 2025 the best year yet. I know you guys are going to crush it. Please continue to share, like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff, so we can continue bringing you amazing, amazing episodes. I will be back next week with an amazing guest on this episode. We're going to be dipping in and out. I'm going to be coming on here solo, dropping advice. I'm also going to be doing more, manifesting, vibrational, great stuff to help you live a better life on my YouTube channel. So Madison Malloy, check that out as well. Make sure to, if you're listening to this on audio, to subscribe and check out our YouTube channel next to Madison, where you can see the videos of me talking to the guest or just talking straight to this camera, as I am by myself at this point. But yeah, we got a lot of great, exciting stuff coming up. But yeah, this is me just on here. I didn't prep anything. I was just rambling on because it's been lately is a lot of people haven't been okay. A lot of people are dealing with a lot of stuff. And I thought to myself, you know what? It's perfectly okay to not be okay. And there's such a lesson and growth and value in the times where we don't feel like we're 100% shining. So I needed to do this episode because I want all of you guys to make sure that you're not sad, but that you're learning, developing, and most importantly, growing. So we'll see you next time to find out who's next. I'm your host, Madison Malloy. God bless all of you.
Hey, your host here, Madison Malloy. Please make sure to subscribe to the show on all podcast platforms, and please rate and review us on iTunes and Spotify. Also, if you have any questions or comments, you can email us at contact@nexttomadison.com. I thank you again for listening. Bye.